Hi, thanks for the compliment. So I'm an online professor, so they actually don't see me, so they can imagine what I look like. All right. Wow, I really can't see you. All I can see are these bright lights in my eyes, so I'm going to move up here. Okay. My Grandpa Joe grew up in San Francisco, and he was a character. He would always say these anecdotal sayings like, probably because we were annoying when we were little, go play on the freeway, or get your education, or my favorite that he would say many times was, men are like streetcars. And he grew up in San Francisco, so men are like streetcars. You miss one, there'll be another around in 5 minutes. So I decided to put this theory to the test many times and found it was true, but you don't necessarily want to go on all of those streetcars. But anyway, when he was going through the early stages of Alzheimer's, I would come home and I would talk about my dating life or life in general, and my grandparents would say, you know, Megan, you didn't have to take that saying literally. And my grandpa, he was forgetting a lot of things, but he would say, who is it? I can't keep track. There's too many of them. Who are you dating now? And anyway, and then he'd say, but I liked Joe. Whatever happened to Joe? And of course his name was Joe, so he liked anything that was called Joe, Trader Joe's, etc. So, but he also remembered Joe because he thought Joe was a real gentleman, because when it was snowing in Provo, Joe, and I'll tell you about what happened to Joe a little bit. So it was snowing in Provo, and Joe was a gentleman, and he offered to pick me up on his bike. So now people say that I was picky, and that's why I'm still single, but I was not that picky because I went on a lot of dates with guys about cars. So, anyway, so he offered to pick me up on his bike, and then I would drive my car to the movie theater, and he would be in the passenger seat, you know, helping me not be scared in driving in the snow, which actually was really nice. Anyway, so we go to Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm not going to tell you which one, because that would date me, but there's been a lot of them, thankfully. So yeah, anyway, we go to Pirates of the Caribbean at the Dollar, and I really liked Joe, and I wanted him to hold my hand. And to me back then, if a guy asked me out on a date to a movie or a concert or something, it was because he wanted to hold my hand, or put his arm around me or something, right? That was the code. So I was prepared. I had learned that, I don't know, a singles fireside, there's always weird things they say there, that I should do the dead spider, so to show them that I wanted them to hold my hand, so I was ready. And I did that dead spider, and I put it really close to him so he would know. And nothing happened. The first half of the movie, and then I kind of gave up, and then there's this exciting fighting scene, because it's pirates, right? And so I'm not really paying attention. And by the way, I was too shy at the time, back then, to do the full dead spider, so I just did like the halfway dead spider, sideways or whatever. And so, not to make it too obvious. And so anyway, this fighting scene is happening, and I feel something on my hand, and I'm like, what is it? And I didn't pay attention to it first, and then it happened again, and it was his pinky. He was tapping the side of my hand with his pinky, and I was like, wait, is this like an accident? Like he did it just one time or something. I was like, is this like he's trying to talk, or is he like pointing out something in the movie, or it was probably just an accident. So I just like ignored it. Anyway, and then I ignored it. But we get to the end of the movie, this romantic scene, you know, between Keira Knightley and somebody, and I'm like, wait, the movie's almost over, and he didn't hold my hand. And then it dawned on me, oh my gosh, he was trying to hold my hand when he was poking, or like, you know, with his pinky like this. And I was like, I missed it. I totally missed it. So I was like, okay, I'm doing full-on dead spider now. So anyway, he didn't get it. He wasn't brave enough. I don't know. We didn't notice. Whatever. We were both too shy. But yeah, so that's a failed first. Another failed first that happened on a date is, well, kind of failed, but I have quite a few of those. But one guy, the next guy was way more obvious what he was trying to do. He was like still trying to be nonchalant about it. You know how it is? Anyway, so he's looking at the play, but he's not looking at me, but he wants to put his arm around me, so he goes like this and hits me in the head with his elbow. So that was really obvious what he was trying to do. But yeah, so this same guy, so he asked me if I wanted to go look at the stars. Now, I don't know if this is code for you, but for me, that was code for, I want to make out with you. Because back then anyway, I don't know. But maybe it still is code for that. But I mean, there's only so much you know about the stars, and unless you bring like astronomy book or something, you're not going to stay out there for very long. So I agreed. I was like, okay, I'll go look at the stars. And so he picks me up after choir practice, which is like super long for some reason. We were there until 10:30 at night. So, and I did not have a cell phone at the time. That does kind of date me. But, so I didn't tell my roommates where I was going. That's a very important fact. And so we go to this park, and he spreads, there's a blanket, and we sit on the grass, and we're looking at the stars, and I was nervous, and he was nervous. And so I'm pointing out all the constellations I can think of, and he did too, and that wasn't very many. So then we just kind of thought of other things to say, I guess, and then the sprinklers came on. And we had already been there for an hour, so the sprinklers come on, and we still hadn't kissed, so we had to stay there, because that was why we were there. So he says, well, sprinklers, do you want to move over to this other part of the park? So we move over to the other part of the park where the sprinklers aren't on. And then, we're still, making small talk, whatever. It's like, I like your ears. Oh, thanks. So, and then the sprinklers turn on there. So then we're like, oh, great. So he's like, do you want to move over to this other part of the park? So we move. And this happens like 5 times in a row, okay? We've moved like every single time, but we still haven't left because we haven't kissed yet. So anyway, so finally, the whole park is wet. No dry piece of grass to sit on. And we're in the parking lot standing, and then he said, well, actually, I really just wanted to kiss you. Anyway, so that was, smooth, right? Anyway, but yeah, so, actually, it was nice that he asked me, but yeah, so not all firsts work, but failed firsts make for great stories, and that's all.
All right, thanks, Megan. Hey, let's hear it for all those Joes out there. How about it?
Thanks.
Okay. We're gonna